how does the running game get better enough for them to survive this season with a backup quarterback?
I don't know. I mean, it feels like there aren't a lot of answers out there. I think there's a couple of things at play. One, I do think that Minnesota was a challenge they weren't ready for in terms of, they're not gelled together. The plan was giving them fits. They were tentative. They lacked any kind of aggression, and they seemed to not know what they were supposed to be doing, right? And I'm not going to get into why that is yet, but so I do think that will change. As time goes on here, I do think you can grow confidence in young players, especially they had 2 rookie guards out there, a 3rd and a 5th round pick in that game. And this is what we said. I mean, if you're going to go play rookies, it sounds great to say, play the kid. No, you are going to live through those growing pains. They are going to see things they haven't seen before. They're going to experience the NFL in ways they didn't know football could be played before. They're going to go through a lot of stuff, and they have to go through that. I've referenced this. I'll never forget the conversation I had with Clint Bowling a couple of years after when he talked about how recognizing after the fact, a year or two later, how lost he was his rookie year. How lost he felt out there. And he was the last Bengals pick to get a second contract with Cincinnati on the offensive line. He was a success.
Yeah.
But
sure.
You just have to go through that. This is what guys go through when they have to play as rookies. It's not going to be clean. They're going to make mistakes. They're not going to play with confidence. And when you have 2 of your 5 spots, Dalton Reisner just got there, okay? And whether he should have been there earlier or whatever, you talk about that, obviously. But that stuff happening, the lack of confidence, the lack of totally understanding what you're supposed to be doing, because of rookies, because of being new, because of gelling, because of scheme, maybe they're not learning it right. Whatever any of that all is, that can get better in time. So I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah. Yes.
That can get better in time if they can start playing confidently and know what they're doing. It's not a Chase Brown problem. I felt bad yesterday. I was just trying to filter out Chase Brown's running game yesterday in questions to Zach Taylor. I think he felt like I was saying Chase Brown is stinking it up. And
I enjoyed that interaction.
I wasn't
that live.
I was not trying to say that. I was trying to say what's happening with the run game, but I didn't want to get into the gadget plays and everything and what did Taj Brooks did in the 4th quarter. Let's talk about 47 carries for 93 yards or whatever, and somehow I think I came off as saying Chase Brown's the problem when, the before contact numbers are negative 54 yards before contact this year for Chase Brown.
In 3 games?
I mean, so it's negative 0.6 yards before contact per carry, and the worst, the NFL average is positive 0.26. It's crazy. It's crazy that you're constantly having to work behind and Chase Brown now has, going back to the year 2000, first 3 games of a year, minimum 40 attempts, the worst output in terms of yards per carry, 1.97, that we've seen this century in this scenario.
Incredible.
From a guy who, I'm telling you, I couldn't find a soul in that building that watched the media, any of us that had seen last year, saw what he looked like now, heard everything that they were saying, that would ever say that, Chase Brown's not going to do. You're not going to see much from him.
Right.
Now, granted, the Burrow thing is another part of this, but it's stunning. It's stunning that it's this bad